newsreels. They would show, newsreels is what they started in World War II, I'm sure you're familiar with that. But they would show advertisements or propaganda films to get people involved in the war, to support the war effort. And this one in particular actually caused me backfire because it showed how difficult it was
I had the same things
in the trenches.
in the vision.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay. So first this one. Alright.
Cover it up good.
I'm gonna get a red backpack. Where did you get it?
John Wayne, Robert Wayne.
¿Por cuánto?
40. Or 35.
Es la misma chingadera figura fucking Kimomo.
Yeah, they cost the same everywhere.
Mine cost 20.
Yeah? Well, I mean, look. It's a
It was a jeans board, but I fucked it up. Mira. Like it used to be the little tag. Pero quité. He's a fucking bitch. He's a man whore.
Oh, your job in Germany
well.
is very
Well.
Also, this one at the end of World War II, it shows what the Americans were doing in Nazi Germany after the Nazis.
I look high.
Are you high?
I have to
don't know.
show it at the end.
Are you high?
I look weird. I need a haircut.
A ver. Do your haircut.
Hmm?
Go to your haircut then.
So what
They feel
happened
good, didn't
Oh, my line look good.
during the 1920s? Women got to vote in the United States. Remember, Battle of Somme was 1960.
He likes it when I do it.
World War I starts about 1910, 1911.
Someone's a little
You know,
conceited.
is when they start all the
dimples.
fighting. 14 is when Ferdinand is killed. What were the
Oh, I
women
have
doing?
one.
And one right here.
How about the women in the United
You can
States?
do it.
What
A
were
little
they
bit.
doing?
That's only if you do like a weird face. You have to be like me.
They were building, cleaning. They were marching on Washington for suffrage. They wanted the right to vote. Women were just beginning to attend college,
What up?
but they were not granted degrees.
You can kind of
They
see.
didn't think that women
Someone threw
were
my-
capable intellectually to earn an actual college or university degree still in the 1920s. So in keeping with my what were the women doing, and because
I swear, I think this is way about you.
Why?
I thought maybe you'd like to watch
You're mad. You're
what
old.
were the women doing.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh damn! I still have the bubble.
Don't pop it. You
Yeah,
have such a big forehead.
You have a Rihanna forehead. Just like no, not even.
I'm gonna pop it.
Can you hear it?
World War I, we are making back on right.
Ya se
But to
quitó.
understand this, we need to look back to the end of
You have to stop
the
talking.
early years of the 20th century.
I better say.
When they're talking about
Wait, go
women in
yourself.
this film, I
Hey,
want you
say-
to pay close attention. Look, these are only white women.
Say
Minority
10
women
fruits.
never really
You have to say 10 fruits like that fast, okay?
10 fruits?
have any
Yeah.
of
Ready?
the privilege.
No, you have to do it. I have to go like ready?
Pleasure.
No, I'm not gonna hit you hard
Please
though.
hold the noise down.
Okay, what's our fruits?
Okay, animals. Wait, pero ve la cámara.
At that
Ponte
time,
bien.
they were regarded as
Okay, so
Please
10.
don't talk during
Yeah.
so
this.
that their wives and daughters were
10
killed,
states. 10 states.
and so did
No, I don't
No,
know.
you can't
eat. I almost down.
Okay, bye.
See, bro,
This is where they get the idea rule of thumb. You're allowed to beat your wife.
Stop.
A stick that was no thicker than your thumb.
You're
That's the
being
rule of
abusive
thumb.
with it.
Why don't you
Education was not available
Can I do it? Can I do it? Okay, states.
At the end of
I
the
don't know
19th century, some
Consonants.
universities
That's how we
were
call it.
said that you will be voted.
Like the Australian.
However, they were educated separately from women. And it was anti-vax
Colors.
that some universities actually guaranteed degrees to women. For example, Oxford, which was one of the first universities to do so. It was thanks to the Viridiana initiatives and and the pioneering work of the Association for Promoting the Higher Education of Women, that Women's College, seemed to be established in Oxford. The campaign for women's suffrage also gained importance during the early part of the 19th century, as women became increasingly politically active. During the later half of the 19th century, a number of campaign groups were formed in an attempt to lobby members of parliament and engage work. In 1897, 17 of these groups came together to form the National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies, who held public meetings, wrote letters to politicians, and published various texts.
Imagínate eso, imagínate. Like, you just like, you're like, and also you turn around and someone's like, okay, shake. Don't like it, shake. Just turn whenever you want.
Oh,
The war in 1914 changed everything. National identity was considered more important than ever. The campaign for women's suffrage ceased militant activities and they agreed to assist with the war effort.
Muy flautita.
A large number of men were recruited and a new workforce was needed. World War I marked an era for women. They were needed to help with the war effort by filling the gaps left by the men who went to fight in the war. Suddenly, women were needed, and they were taken out of the domestic sphere into a man's world. Women started working in jobs like heavy industry, munitions, and police work. While the war offered many new choices for women in war, it did not usually lead to a rise in the salaries of women, which were already much lower than men. Indeed, women were represented recruiting forces throughout the war, applying moral and sexual pressure on men. Women also enlisted in the armed force. In World War I, approximately 80,000 women served in the three British women force as newcomers. However, British women loved to be allowed to have rifle training and bear arms for home defense. In the United Kingdom, mass mobilization, large casualty rates, and collapse of liberal debate made a strong impression.
Now
The many
he's next to me.
participants shared in the experience of combat or spent a significant time at the front or have positive memories of their service. The images of suffering
Can you
and
see it?
trauma became the one
Oh
who
shit.
shared perception.
No, hold up. My fingers hurt. Little blood. Oh, they can't see that.
Pero again, no.
British women gained new social and economic options and a stronger political voice, even if they were still viewed as mother first.
Do you know what that means? Because I don't.
Or wider women's employment and involvement in the World War I, in popular recognition as an history book.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. This I'm gonna show you three things of a good actor, a bad actor, and an alright actor. Okay. Good actor is
In 1918, the ball was
más o menos is like,
over the age of 30.
and a really bad actor is
Came down to 21, equal.
Have you seen that movie Get Smart?
Yeah.
Or whatever. When they're like, when
that is like,
they're like, when he's like in the little hallways and those guys come out and they're not like, oh wait, there's cameras and
But there was
everything.
still a long battle
Like,
ahead for
he
equal
goes-
treatment and respect both at work and at home.
Oh, I know.
History, many women have had courage to fight for equality, justice, and human rights.
Okay. Hay un esposo y un señor que está casado y un amigo que también que no está casado. Y luego el que está casado le dice a su amigo: a mí me gustan todas las mujeres, menos la mía. Y luego el amigo dice:
Okay, what are women's role in war today compared to that film?
yo tengo el mismo problema, me gustan todas las mujeres,
Actually,
menos
go
la
right out
tuya.
onto the front. Remember we had Lieutenant Carrera into
Yo
Viridiana?
tengo otro chiste,
No.
It's funny video.
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
I'm done.
Is there still a controversy about women earning degrees in this country?
So, ya tienes que estaba el esposo y
There are
la
other types of discrimination in universities. Are you aware that because of my age, I would not be allowed to go into the medical program
Pero
or
llega el número chica
to get a Juris Doctorate to become
y le habla a
an
la esposa y
attorney?
dice,
Because
y baja
of the
luz
amount of time it
y
takes for
sale
me
el
to
cuarto
become
y
an
dice, ¿qué
attorney, I
pasó?
would have to pay
Y
cash.
le dice,
I will
¿qué?
not get any
¿Yo qué?
financial aid to become an attorney or a doctor
No,
because
yo
of my
I
age.
don't
So
want
there's
to
age discrimination. And in Arizona, recently, a female representative from the Glendale district, she's a representative in the Senate for Arizona, introduced a new bill. Does anybody know what it's about? Women have to report what they're using their contraceptives for in the state of Arizona. Are we going back to the dark ages when women had no rights? Had no privacy? When government decided what?
Haces una cara diferente
Yes,
cada vez.
absolutely we are. What happened to the social contract all over the world when women started participating in helping the war effort in World War I?
What about you?
Let me make that question a little easier for you. During World War I, women entered the workforce.
Me lo mandé.
Started doing important jobs to support the war effort. What happened when the war was over and the men came home? Women became empowered during World War I. During World War I, they got the right to vote in the United States. They became citizens. They were not citizens until then. They were able to own
Tú no estás
property.
mejorando.
Up until that point, World War I, women were not allowed to own any property.
You get any better than
And there are
this?
still places like that in the world today.
Y un
What
poco-
happened
Can
to
you
the
move your
social
nose?
contract? That's the
Yes.
acceptable
Okay.
norm
No, no, not like that.
between men and women.
No, de aquí
Changed
abajo.
dramatically.
¿Cómo?
Así.
Women became educated.
Imagínate.
They were empowered because they were capable of doing men's work. They played a viable
you
peace
do this?
part in the war effort. It had a lot to do with everything. This is a time when education becomes taken over by women.
Lo mío está
And
asada.
that's why today, the people who work in education, because it became women's
El mío
work,
es un taco de lengua.
people who work in education get paid less than in other jobs, because it's considered women's work.
Pero bueno, no.
Good enough for me today, how about good enough for you? And I have these papers back, Battle of the Somme. Hopefully you all didn't write on them. Like I asked you not to.
His
Please remember that we're not
Who's
going
ever
to the.
his friend or anything. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Like,
I have students accusing
Aren't
me
you
of
my
not
friend?
telling them
no, I'm your pimp.
Oh.
that I don't inform you enough, and I feel like
I
I'm a
sell
nag.
him on the street.
It's written on the board.
I
It's written
get
on that
money.
board. I've said it every
Oh,
day
say
at
I'm
the
big.
beginning of class.
I
and
got
I've
big.
mentioned it
You
at
got
the
big.
end
I
of
don't think
class.
so. Big.
There will be no computer lab tomorrow. Math department needs it.
Yeah.